Have you ever found yourself in a conversation where you feel like the other person is trying to manipulate you through insults and criticism? This tactic, known as personal attack, is a common manipulative technique used to throw the other person off balance and discredit their arguments. The goal of the personal attack is to provoke an emotional response and distract from the real issue at hand. By insulting and criticizing the other person, the manipulator is trying to protect their own ego and undermine the other person's credibility. It's a sign that they have run out of arguments and are resorting to emotional manipulation. But how can you protect yourself from this tactic? It's important to not get drawn into an emotional response and to calmly address the issue at hand. Let the manipulator know that personal attacks are not acceptable and that you will not engage in a conversation that includes them. It's also a good idea to set boundaries and communicate clearly about what is and is not acceptable in your interactions. Studies have shown that personal attacks can have a negative impact on communication and relationships. According to a study published in the Journal of Social and Personal Relationships, the use of personal attacks in communication is correlated with lower levels of relationship satisfaction and trust. Another study, published in the Journal of Marriage and Family, found that the use of personal attacks was a significant predictor of negative communication patterns and relationship distress in couples. It's not always easy to deal with manipulative tactics, but by being aware of them and standing up for yourself, you can protect your own well-being and maintain healthy relationships. Remember, it's important to communicate clearly and assertively, and to not let insults and criticism derail a conversation. Here are a few tips for handling personal attacks. 1. Stay calm. It's natural to feel upset when someone insults or criticizes you, but it's important to try to stay calm and not let your emotions get the best of you. Take a few deep breaths and try to focus on the issue at hand, rather than getting caught up in the personal attack. 2. Set boundaries. It's important to communicate clearly about what is and is not acceptable in your interactions. Let the manipulator know that personal attacks are not acceptable and that you will not engage in a conversation that includes them. 3. Don't take it personally. Remember that the personal attack is often a tactic used by the manipulator to distract from the real issue at hand. Try to separate the attack from your own worth as a person and focus on addressing the issue at hand. 4. Stay focused. It's easy to get sidetracked by personal attacks, but it's important to stay focused on the issue at hand. Try to steer the conversation back to the topic and avoid getting caught up in the emotional drama. 5. Seek support. If you're feeling overwhelmed by personal attacks, it can be helpful to seek support from friends, family, or a therapist. They can provide a supportive ear and help you process your emotions. Dealing with personal attacks can be challenging, but by being aware of this manipulative tactic and knowing how to handle it, you can protect yourself and maintain healthy relationships. Remember, it's important to communicate clearly and assertively, and to not let insults and criticism derail a conversation.